All right, we're on. So, good afternoon. I am. In fact, I'm going to check it right now. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be, wherever you live in this great, wonderful world. It is no particular hour at all. I'm just going to be drawing and streaming and chitting and chatting and bibbling and babbling with all you fine folks out there in YouTube land. Thank you for being here. I am distraught. I am mourning the loss of my lead over John Malin on IndieGoGo. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it happened. Malin just snuck up behind me, stuck a knife right in my back, and took lead. I went to bed last night. It was fine. I went to bed last night. Everything was fine. And today, I get up and I think everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. And I go to IndieGoGo and I click on the link, and Malin is like $2,000 ahead of me.
What?
I couldn't believe it. So I can't keep doing it. Congratulations, Malin, you prick.
We're gonna say that.
Acting. So yeah, John Malin's over $95,000. He's going to be the next to hit six figures, young lady. Because I don't want to say the other one. Yeah, congrats to John. I really do hope he hits six figures quickly. It'll probably be within this week because he's on a pretty good clip. Oh my gosh, I was acting so well, I was literally crying. I'm such a good actor, it's amazing.
I can do that.
Yeah, I know. Put the dollar in the swear jar. Good evening, you beautiful balls of glowing stardust. More convincing if Doug was there. No, Malin made me cry. Take your money away from him and put it into LONESTAR. That's the plan. Look at this. Look at this. Page 47. 47. It's page 47. Can you believe it? I'm one page away. And unfortunately, I won't be able to get all of this done before New York Comic Con. I leave Wednesday morning, and I won't have time. I won't have all day tomorrow to work. So I should be able to get this page done and maybe part of 48 done. So at least I'll be working on the last page as I head out to New York. But yeah, darn it. I really wanted to get it done before New York. But sometimes life does have other plans. When life gives you lemons.
Burn life's house down.
Lemon meringue pie for Ethan. No, actually,
See likes manager.
lemon meringue pie is my favorite.
I don't want you getting lemons.
I love lemons. Lemons chock full of vitamin C. Keeps you from getting the scurvies.
Jojo loves them.
Well, don't show the ending. Well, this ending is sort of not the ending because the big what do you call it? No, not reveal. The big twist in this book comes earlier than the ending, so the ending leads into the next book here. So we're already past that. I probably won't show the very last page. Because that is a little bit of a build-up as well. But this page is, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You guys can watch. Cry me a river, Mike. Come on, who thought I was really crying? Did anyone at all think I was really upset?
Sorry,
or am I just that bad of an actor? Acting! Yes, those who cannot teach. I
It's
can...
gonna make it so it's like an eye in it is going
What are you on about? What are you on about? So, if anyone didn't see it today, Art is starting a new little thing on his page of doing like movie preview. I don't know if it's critiques or like kind of like preview head-to-head battles. So he put up Bumblebee versus Dark Phoenix today, and it was pretty entertaining. Art got really good and animated on his show today, and I like seeing that side of him. It's pretty good stuff. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Saturday inking. Oh, sorry. Did I forget to change my title thingy? I forgot to change my title thingy. So this is Saturday inking part 2. We call it Monday inking. Or Monday drawing. Shut up! All the world is a critic. All the world's a critic. Critique. You'll have to critique everything I do. Jeez, put the ruler down. I can't put the ruler down. I'm doing straight lines.
What?
Yeah, and I have to measure stuff out. So 1, 2...
What?
Damn it, this is not measuring out the way I want it to. So, let me see here. I'll probably just have to eyeball this instead. So,
No eyeballs.
2. I must do eyeballs.
No eyeballs.
I only do eyes. I did your eyes.
Microfine paper.
If you only knew, you only knew what
Found
I've
it.
seen with your eyes.
Mommy,
How many pages left? 1. I have 1 page left after this. I sent... Actually, I didn't send. I contacted one of my other colors to see if he would want to do the coloring for the nuclear family pages, because I'm going to put those in as a little backup for Lone Star.
You should do a crossover.
The crossover. How about I do the first books before I worry about crossovers?
I know.
Someone did suggest doing a Graveyard Shift Lone Star crossover, and I like that idea because, you know, Lone Star hunts monsters, and the Graveyard Shift guys are monsters. So I could have Lone Star kill all the Graveyard Shift characters, and that would make me feel better about John Malin beating me last night or this morning. So yes, I could totally see that happening. As long as I get John's permission to kill off all of his stupid X-Men knockoff characters,
Who cares about them?
then yeah, I'm down for a Graveyard Shift crossover. They are an abomination to God, so I wish Malin was in here.
Invite them.
I can't. I'm on OBS. I can't invite people. I can't have extra people in my OBS.
Oops.
The Graveyard Shift will die again. That's a good plan. It is a good plan. I'll look into that. Or, you know, what if John doesn't want me to kill off his characters? Maybe I'll just do like little knockoffs of his characters, and then I'll kill them. And it'll just be me
Why don't you add you
being a
inside
petty
of it?
child. You ripped off Captain America. I don't know what you're talking about.
You sure?
That has been my concern about doing. See, what I wanted to do was a patriotic hero, right? And I'm like,
Oh, everyone's gonna think.
everyone's gonna think it doesn't matter. You know, Captain America is the archetype in comics for the patriotic hero. So it doesn't matter who you do. I mean, even
His name is Captain
Fighting American.
That's American.
Fighting American was a ripoff of Captain America, or inspired by, ripped off, whatever, however you want to say it. Any patriotic hero will be thought of as a ripoff of Captain America. but I wanted to do a patriotic hero anyway, so I had to rise above what the slings and arrows I knew would come. What up, John Davies? I love the fact that you have tears for the troops. Hoorah! I do have tears for the troops. I have tears for everyone. My tears just flow. Oh wait, you meant the tears on my IndieGoGo. Yes. And I also do have tears for the troops. And I did contact the USO today. And they're like, well, why don't you come drop them off? I'm like, well, because I don't want to drop them off in San Diego so that you have to ship them somewhere else. So I got the phone number for the Arlington, Virginia one, but I called it was too late. So I'll be calling them tomorrow morning to try to get that set up to make sure. Is this where I want this to go? To make sure we don't waste shipping and postage. So.
Turns out you're lying and not getting there.
Have I ever drawn or inked Captain America for Marvel? Not the comic. I think I may have drawn him in something I did for Marvel. I usually worked in the X office, so maybe not, unless he showed up in one of the books in some sort of a crossover form. Maybe I have not. I know I drew him without a head on the cover of, as a statue on the cover of an issue of X-Man.
X-Men?
X-Man, part of the Hue. Oh wait, that's wrong. So, yes and no, I guess, is my answer to you. By the way, I reset my super chat, so it's in the middle of the screen. If anyone wants to test that out, go ahead. Is Iron Patriot Captain America knockoff? Iron Patriot. I forget. Well, Iron Patriot's an Iron Man. A patriotic Iron Man. Right? But I didn't, yeah. So, I guess anyone who's patriotic, anyone who derives... Well, no. Once you find out... You know, I'm not even going to say. I am not even going to tell you guys. Because that's kind of... yeah, it gives away some great twists in the plot. So... I will be quiet now. Well, that's not fun. That's fine. Iron Patriot was a Captain America ripoff in the story. Was he really? I didn't read it. I didn't read the story, so I didn't want to speak out of ignorance, which I'm so capable of. Speak. What are you drawing, iPod?
Drawing?
Test. When is drawn and quartered? Drawn and quartered is Tuesday night, still at the same time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be here or be square.
I'm not drawing nothing.
Don't do the gaming system.
It's called creating.
Elijah, the chat alerts is on. Yeah, it's on. Should come up. Where's the chat alert? Come on, chat alert. I want to see it.
How do you do the pop-up thing?
It's on the top layer. It should work. Does it? U.S. Agent, yet another ripoff. Yeah, I was kind of upset. I really kind of wanted to get the rights to doing Fighting American, but it got taken by... Mailing is going to pay. Titan Comics, a British comic book company, is doing the American Super Patriot, created by Jack Kirby. So it is dumb. I think it's a little dumb. I mean, it's not like the worst thing on earth, but
Extremely dumb.
Extremely stupid.
It's like
It hasn't popped up yet. Has it popped up and I missed it? I mean, I can kind of see out of the corner of my eye, so I
Is it like a little pop-up thing?
Yeah, it should be like a, you know, the eagle, the Lone Star eagle. It should pop up in the middle.
There's no such thing.
What the heck? I'm upset.
I'm using your eyeball.
Whatever. Well, Elijah, you didn't set it to like a certain amount of money, did you? Hey, what the heck? What the heck happened? Why you not make a picture? You know, make a picture on my TV.
Wee poo.
What was the blatant ripoff Leafield did? That was Fighting American. And it wasn't a blatant... I mean, that's what I'm saying. It was like... That was created by Jack Kirby. The Fighting American was. Leafield, I think, maybe did a slight redesign on him to make him look more like Captain America. Oh, that's right. He gave him like the round Captain America shield. Because what happened, if I recall correctly, was when they were doing Heroes Reborn, Rob wanted Captain America, so he got Captain America, and he was doing the Captain America stuff, and then somehow or another, Marvel, like, I don't know, reneged, took his license away, something like that, something along those lines, and then he was stuck with all of these Captain America pages that he couldn't publish because he didn't have the rights to Captain America. So, what he did instead was get the rights to the Fighting American. Yeah, Jack Kirby ripped himself off. And so he took the Captain America pages and the Captain America story, and he slightly redrew Cap to be Fighting American, and then he published it as that. He even had Ed McGuinness do a cover or two, I believe. Back in the day... Oh, shoot, I gotta call Ed. U.S. Armor. Unwieldly strategic armor. Love how your profile icon likely triggers many Western SJWs, but not a single Japanese person here would give... Thank you, Rebel Leaf. It's true. Yeah, I've gotten grief. I've gotten grief about that from some SJWs here and there. Well, you know, I should put his other foot down here in the gutter. That makes a little sense. Foot in the gutter. Dun, dun. The icon is Mike, though, back during his Benny Hunter days. It is actually me during my Electronic Tigers days. Electronic Tigers. Oh, you know what? Maybe someday I'll try to dig that up and have that as an offer. Like in one of the IndieGoGos, be like, you can get the full Electronic Tigers run as a bonus. I don't want to print it, but it might be fun to just do it as a additional PDF type thing. I doubt very many of my fans on YouTube remember my Electronic Tigers work. He did the book, but he had to change things. So now SJWs have a problem with half Japanese guy being part of his heritage. Of course they are. Of course they are. They complain about the rising sun flag. You know your rising sun flag was a symbol of what did they say?
Racism.
Racism. No.
Japanese
A symbol of the imperialist Japanese government. And yeah, I mean, obviously it was, but that's not all it was. Hirohito didn't create the rising sun flag. It was a It's a flag as old as, I think, like the Meiji Empire or something like that.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Why was Thanos stronger than Hulk?
Because he's Thanos.
No, you knew about the gauntlet.
Because he's Thanos.
But, so all of his people were that strong?
What people?
All of his
The
people?
Thanos people?
Mhm.
It's a good question.
Because how would they get destroyed if they could destroy the Hulk?
I don't know.
They're probably like really dumb
Mm.
and got nuked.
Oh.
Why didn't they nuke Thanos?
Can you just see if we have any food? I'm starving.
No, just don't answer my question.
I don't want to answer your question.
It's too.
I'm over it. I'm over your question. Go see if there's any
I'm
food.
over you.
I'm hungry.
Pay me $10.
Actually, could you go get me that red juice out of the fridge?
I could.
Do it. Do it now, boy. Do it now, boy. So your super chats are not coming through and your phone rings. You have to push the button. Aim it like art. Let me see. I don't understand why chat alerts are unlocked. Video capture is unlocked. Video capture device is unlocked. I could drag this one over here. Whee! Is that better? You guys like that better? Hulk got injected with sword. Because he's Thanos. That's right. No, I didn't see Kanye's... I saw part of Kanye's rant on Saturday Night Live. I didn't see the whole thing. I would like to, but I just didn't stop to take the time. So I do apologize. Forget.
I barely know Kanye.
I don't know him at all. He's no friend of mine. Cruz used to like him. I used to make fun of him for that. Dude, go get me my red juice. You're not doing anything. You're just cutting up clay. Go, 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 go. Just go. My minions are not being obedient. Obey me, minion. What's up, Mikey? What's up, Hulk Smash? Hey guys, do me a favor. Like and go share this out so people who like watching and partaking in live streams will know that I am here doing this right now. I would appreciate it beyond all measure, beyond compare. My appreciation knows no bounds. Has this not transition? Do I have to hit transition? Transition. Oh, there we go. That's what I have to do.
Is this
wait.
your red juice?
No, come on, dude.
I see apples.
Come
That's
on.
red.
Smart aleck. Looking forward to seeing you at Alamo
What's it
City
look
Comic
like?
Con. It's on the top shelf on the left-hand side. It says red.
Cool.
Yeah, Alamo City's fun. Alamo City is a fun show. So I look forward to that too. Only 11 likes. For shame, you all. Don't make Mike sad. Listen to John Davies, people. Like it. Like it, please. Oh, please. Please do like it. Oh, maybe that's why. So I hit the transition button.
Is this red juice?
Maybe the chat alerts will work now. Yes, this is my red juice.
No, not anymore. Mine.
It's like green juice, but it's red.
That's not nice.
It's green-red juice.
You don't like the
Or
color
red-
of their
red-
skin?
It's red-green juice.
You don't like the color of green juice?
I like the color of green juice. They just didn't have any
How
green
dare
juice. How dare you? How do you
You
dare?
are racist against the juice.
I'm racist against green juice.
Yeah.
All my juice must be reds. Okay, let's
I
see.
don't like green juice.
Not even when we make it fresh at home?
Hmm?
Not even when we make it fresh at home?
Yeah, that's the only good
Yeah, we need to do that again. We haven't been doing that at all lately.
the machine, Mom used to bro.
The machine didn't break, I don't think. We just haven't been doing it.
Yeah, I like gave up
All
because
that was...
you're fat.
No, because there's so much time. Does it taste of red? Yes, it tastes of red.
Yes, it has a red taste.
Jesus.
What does red
Chuck
taste
Dixon
like?
said yesterday that people don't believe in God can't have morals because that's where morals come from. What do you think? They cannot have what is known as objective morals. If you don't believe in an ultimate arbiter of good and evil, then you cannot have an objective set of moral laws. Morals at that, you can have morals, but your morals will be subjective, not objective. Actually, you know what? Let me think. I've said before that you can have, well, I guess technically that's still subjective. I guess from a subjective viewpoint, rather than deciding on, well, actually, you're still deciding on your own at that point. I can't find a logical argument to say that someone who does not believe in a moral lawgiver, well, gosh, then you can still use the same argument against someone who is accepting God. Okay, you can have an objective moral truth if you don't believe in God, if you put your absolute faith in a set of rules given by a source outside of yourself, right? So technically, you could say, but you'd have to believe this with all of your heart. You could say, I believe that Harry Potter is the the Harry Potter books are the objective rule book of my life, right? If that's the case, and you abided by whatever, I haven't even read the books, I'm just using this as a silly example. You can say that is my objective rule. So anything that I decide, I must measure against these objective set of rules. So you can be a Buddhist with objective morals and no belief in God, although technically Buddhism is a pantheistic religion. So maybe that's not okay. You can believe in the philosophy of Buddhism while holding atheistic beliefs and use those as an objective moral guideline. Okay? But you cannot say, well, I know what is right and wrong. That is my objective morality. That is, by definition, a subjective morality. Get it? Objective morality is easy, but most atheists will say that there can't be objective morals. Yeah, I understand that argument as well. Internet is better. Did you get an upgrade? I'm using OBS instead of Google Hangouts, and OBS seems to like my computer better or something. Okay, Mike just started the Harry Potter cult. That is not what I intended. And I'm fairly certain there already is a Harry Potter cult.
They worship her.
They worship at the feet of Harry Potter. And Gandalf. What? Gandalf's not in Harry Potter. Ooh, is that JoJo's poopy diaper?
Yes.
Well, can you have Mommy or somebody take care of
Jojo,
it?
get out. What the heck?
What heck?
I just think.
I'm telling Elijah. Okay. What else we got? Mike, today is Monday. You're 2 days behind. I'm 2 days behind on what? What? Most atheists I've met and watched on YouTube are sad people. Well, that is sad. Honestly, most Buddhists I've met are sad people. But what do I know? I come from a family of Buddhists.
Is Bacham sad?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. I don't know any Buddhists who are given great solace and hope by their faith. So.
You're like, our family taught us.
I mean, just on a practical application of faith, I find that those who are born again Christians will tend to have the highest degree of pure happiness and joy in their lives. Even joy in the direst of circumstances. So, and it's not that's not across the board true, but I'm just saying in general. In general, and they are the most likely to stick out difficult circumstances in a marriage and get back to a point of happiness with their spouse.
What's a
spouse? Husband or wife?
I know what it's from.
Wow. What'd you do to my flower?
I live with a Christian Japanese family, but I'm just a Zen layman. Nice. In Japan, Rebel? Keep OBS. Yeah, I like the OBS, but I can't... Yeah, OBS is definitely preferable to IBS. I just can't use it for...
Don't know it yet. Haven't tried it.
Oh, that's true. Maybe we will try it. Maybe we can try it before tomorrow night. Because I do have to do Drawn and Quartered again tomorrow night. And then I'm sorry, guys, but I'll be leaving Wednesday morning for New York. And so I won't be doing regular streaming. I'll see what I can stream from the convention center. Probably not much. Maybe I can record some videos and upload at the staying at an Airbnb, not a hotel. So, perhaps.
Check it out, Daddy.
Oh, creepy. Can I put that in this stream? Not so close.
It's supposed to be
What is
like
that?
it's supposed to be like an alien kind of leech thing.
Yeah, it's lovely. Get out of here. Arcane Flash. When you assume there's good, you assume there's such a thing as a moral law on the basis of which to differentiate between good and evil. You assume there's such a thing. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Atheist nations who have majority atheists are the happiest populations. What atheist nations have the majority atheists? China? I believe China is an atheist nation with the majority atheist. And I'm fairly certain they don't have the happiest population. And please don't say Denmark, because the majority of the population in Denmark, even though they say they are happy, they're all on antidepressants. Like 70% of the population of Denmark is on antidepressants. So, yeah, I guess if you, by happy, you mean you're hopped up on goofballs, that's one way to explain it. Because if there's no moral lawgiver, there's no moral law. If there's no moral law, there is no good. If there's no good, there's no evil. What's your question? Looks like a sarlacc. That thing does look like a sarlacc on your hand, iPod. I have not done a got mic today.
You don't do that much in these days,
I didn't get done a got mic today.
right?
Today I didn't do a got mic. Yeah, and there was some news too, darn it. Looks like they're not. Maybe I should do a got mic and save the news for that. No? Ravi Zacharias. Oh, he's great. That statement made me LOL. Not sure what statement that was. Be careful out there. SJWs are crazy out in New York. We don't want another Hambly situation. Well, the nice thing about New York Comic Con is the security is tight. Tight. So I don't have to worry about crazies with weapons. And crazies without weapons I can handle.
You can't handle no weapons.
I would like to get together with some Comicsgate peeps there, though. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple. EVS was saying this morning that he wants to have a show devoted to pushing Lone Star and Graveyard Shift to get both of you into six figures, young ladies. That would be great. That would be great. I would enjoy that. Probably have to do it tonight, though. Probably have to do it tonight. Is he on yet? Is he on? And actually, his shows usually start about now. Yeah, I wouldn't have time to do it tomorrow because we have Drawn and Quartered. What should she be doing? And then, yeah, Wednesday I leave for New York, so. It could still be a bit of a race since I am, I'm only about $2,000 behind John at this point. Maybe. You guys think I can hit six figures? No, thanks. My son is very encouraging. Just swing my ponytail at the mic. Put an eye out with that thing. Yeah, I gotta hang some like weapons at the end of my hair and then just swing them. Whoosh. John is art with Art T-Bear at the moment. Not sure what EBS is doing. Let's see if he's active on Twitter. Hi, Dom.
What?
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm just messing around and declaring and doing something nice.
Very mature. Very, very mature. What do you think? Does she look a little sad? What? Oh, that's right, John and Art. What are John and Art talking about? I could actually just put them on here, and we could listen to them instead of listening to me. And I can comment on their... Nah, stupid. Struggling, check it out. If you guys are struggling, check it out. We can and will help. What are you answering to, Pokefire? EVS hasn't been on Twitter in 9 hours. No idea when he plans to go live, but hit him up and see if he still wants to do it. The more six figures young ladies we can get, the better.
Daddy,
what?
did you look outside?
No.
It's super red.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's like blood.
Yeah, there was a really nice sunset last night, too. They're talking about black and white. Yeah, I really want black and white to do well. Art deserves to get a good push there. And it seems like he's kind of struggling to keep up with some, well, with mine. And I mean, dude, it's Art T. Barry. He deserves to do better than I do. He's actually not even doing. That's what's disappointing. I guess he's not even doing as well as he did on Kickstarter last time. So what the heck is up with that? I mean, we should be able to do art well on IndieGoGo with all of us supporting him, right? Right? Come on, people. Have you supported Art T. Bear yet? Have you supported your local Art T. Bear? Titans fundraiser to help people get books like Lone Star. Oh, sorry. Black and White needs a character design update, just my humble opinion. Oh, an update? You mean the update on the character designs? He did. He did. This one is still going to be, I guess, based on the 90s cartoons, but the ones he did that image and showed the updated black and white designs, so the new ones do look a lot cooler and less 90s dated. So, but yeah, black and white is like Art's. He loves that property, and it's got a good sized fan base. Maybe he's having a hard time reaching them. You know, that's the thing, dude. It's even if you have a big fan base, if you haven't been like regularly on social media trying to cultivate and contact that fan base for like years, it's hard to just jump into this. And not just that, it's hard to transfer fan bases from one medium to the other. So like trying to get people here from IndieGoGo, man, that has sucked. Not just for me, for other people in the space too. They're like, yeah, it's like trying to get people just moved over. You know, it ain't easy being cheesy. Ugh. I wish it was as easy as 1, 2, 3, but every social media outlet is its own thing. That's part of why I want the email list, and I want people to sign up to the email list. And hey, have you signed up for the email list? Because it's important. If I decide I no longer want to do this on YouTube, or if YouTube decides they no longer want me to do this on their platform, if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, if I start another show on another platform, like BitChute or whatever, then I need your contact information. And, I wouldn't be able to get it through YouTube, so I need to be able to email you through my email list. And I do not. You can ask anybody. How many times have I emailed? Those of you on the list, how many times have I emailed? It's like, I know I'm probably not taking advantage of it as a sales whatever thing, but that's not what its primary use is for. It's sort of a fire extinguisher in case of emergencies. I am going to use it, for updates and whatnot. But it's not. Yeah, I don't abuse your information. Oh, I'm prepared to rig the polls. The Starfire army is ready. Oh, I see what you're doing. Starfire. So we're gonna do a poll tonight on the Aloha Hour for what character we're gonna draw on Drawn and Quartered tomorrow night. The Aloha Hour tonight for Drawn and Quartered tomorrow, in case that wasn't clear. And Hopefire wants to make sure she can rig the polls appropriately to get Starfire to be the character we draw tomorrow night. Because it will be... Sorry. Sudden storm of hiccups. It will be a DC character. It will be a DC character. She wants she wants Starfire. I think Starfire, Zatanna, and Poison Ivy might be the options. So we shall see. That's not right. That's not right. But you guys are really wondering what this conversation is about, aren't you? Like, why does Angel look so upset in that panel? And then sort of angry in this panel. Why is LONESTAR turning away from her? Doesn't he like her? I thought LONESTAR loved Angel. What's happening here? Why? What are they saying to one another? Is it over before it's even begun? If Gary's on, he'll do 80s Corey. So perfect. I'll tell you what, if we're doing Starfire, I'm doing 80s Corey. Because that's still my favorite outfit. Eric and Gary said, I get first dibs. First dibs? At what? Oh my gosh, why are they making so much noise? John Malin won't win unless it goes back to traditional. Actually, Doug TeNapel wants to be in on it this time too. Yeah, I think there was... Well, EBS opted not to, so that's good, because in that way I don't have to move to Wednesday, and I couldn't do it on Wednesday this week anyways, because I will be in New York at that time. So there it is. So I notice you have a tier for CGC comics. How much time would those take to ship out? Those are going to be, yeah, a considerably longer length of time, because I do have to ship them and wait for them to grade them out and all that stuff. So if you ordered CGC books, hopefully I'll get to them. I'll get them to you by November. Definitely, I imagine definitely by Christmas. So if you want, as a gift or something for somebody, then I don't think you'd have to worry about that making it in time for Christmas. Probably November. I don't think they would take a month, But yeah, that is a problem when you're counting on other people's services. Right?
What?
Should be more of a square chin. My wife has a square chin. Great learn now, Andy's are free. Okay. I want to be in on it. Cross, you have to be selected, man. You have to be selected. There's a limited amount of space. So we are going to bring up John from last week's fan edition. So he will be our fan artist of the week. So win the next fan edition, and you can have a spot at the table. You don't just randomly grab people. Sierra Whiskey, I'll be buying all the original art if Starfire's tomorrow's subject and framing them. Mwahaha. I may have a under the table deal with Sierra here. Wait, there's a fan edition? Yeah, Wolverine, you didn't know? There's a fan edition. It was on Pixel Traders last week. You could probably just go to Twitter and check out the hashtag drawn and quartered, and it'll be on the I think the fan edition one was hashtagged there, so you can find exactly the link. I better not, Popefire. I believe you were trying to get a little under the table deal, weren't you? So it's what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Everybody's trying to get in on the action. Everybody wants to get in on the action. I'm going to Hawaii next week for a week. I'm just bluffing to mess with Popefire. Going to Hawaii? Yeah, I could use a week off in Hawaii. Well, I could use a week off and go do anything, man. Freaking wiped out trying to get this book done in time. I mean, I know I'm late, and that's why I'm even more anxious to get it done. But I refuse to rush the pages. I mean, technically, I could bust these last 2 pages out, but that's not what this book is about. This book is about me doing my best. So, I do apologize. You all will have to wait just a little bit longer. I have to wait a little bit longer. You enjoy the process, right on. I was asking so I could save up Blacklist Universe. I know, Kenzie, relax. It's all fun, man. It's all in fun. You know what might happen, though? Is, oh, never mind, I'm not even going to say it. Never mind. You can't be late when the date given is an estimated date. That is a fair point. I did estimate. I did not guarantee. So, but hey, at least I'll almost be done. I was only 2 pages shy of being done in September. So, no, I can't give myself props for that. That's just, I said it'd be delivered in September. So, all right. Won't happen because everyone here knows better than to steal a Starfire. Marking your territory, are we, young lady? What will happen, Popefire, should someone else steal your Starfire? Go wash that off. Well, any other questions that might take me more than a couple minutes to answer, so I don't have to keep reading the chat and answering yes or no questions? Yes or no questions suck up my time from drawing. I'm still hungry. Zero Whiskey's giving Pope Fire a hard time in the chat. Okay, can you see if I'm drawing here? Yeah. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody to love. Someone to love. Someone to kiss. Sweetheart to miss. Can God duplicate himself? That's a great question. It is 6:58.
We're gonna sleep with you.
You're gonna what? Is Mommy taking you to a movie?
Mm-hmm.
She's taking you to a movie?
Yeah.
What movie?
The house that we're talking about.
Wow, very cool.
She said if we got done for a homework, we would. And I'm done.
Mike is not.
Yeah, she said if Mike is not done by the time it's starting and he doesn't get to go.
Aww. Dog.
Dog.
Dog. Jojo. Dog.
Dog.
Dog poop. Dog poop. What's next? Lone Star 2. When? Oh wait, Can God? When does voting start? This isn't Aloha Hour, Pope Fire. This is just me drawing. This is not Aloha Hour. Sorry. Sierra Whiskey, can you tell us what Lone Star did during Korea? No. Because I don't have a Korean War story yet. But yeah, it leaves all that time and space up for cool stories that I can fill his history up with. But he would definitely have had a different team of unknown soldiers for the most part. I believe. Well, it would be the origin story for one of the unknown soldiers, if we did a Korean War story. So yeah, I mean one of the unknown soldiers that we know of today. So that could be cool. That could be cool indeed. Did it still not show up? I think it's broken. Was Lone Star in the Vietnam War? I think I would do a Lone Star. I mean, he wasn't an American soldier in the Vietnam War, but I think I would be willing to have him have a story set in Vietnam during that time. That'd be very cool. Probably have someone like Chuck Dixon write that though. Everybody needs somebody. Still living in the past. What's the next one? Oh, any hope in getting a Lone Star helmet produced by Model 3 or any of our other prop creating people? I don't even know who Model 3 is. Looks like a lot of your panels might not have enough room for dialogue or captions. Is my eye just fooling me, or are they tight? Well, I don't mind, like if I want dialogue to go over, like here, over his collar or something like that, or even, you know, on top of her head. I don't. You're supposed to leave a third of the panel for dialogue, but to me that doesn't mean that you can't cover up art. I'm not. I don't know. I guess I'm just not one of those artists who's just so concerned with his art that I don't want any of it covered up for the sake of the story. Referring to my stream title. Oh, yes. Yes. Hey, Jojo. Elijah, is this okay with you? What about that one? Yes. This is Saturday inking. Actually, I'm living in the future. I'm talking about next Saturday's inking. I think this chat is building up to was Lone Star in Star Wars. No, he was in the other. Is that you? Did nobody change him? Can somebody? Did mommy change you? Okay. He was in Spaceballs. The USMC has tons and tons of true life stories that Lone Star could fit into. I don't know about the other branches, but our history is taught to every recruit. Oh, very cool. Yeah, man. If you've got ideas, I love ideas. So, although let me handle one story at a time. Getting age, I wasn't sure if I was eyeballing the space right or not. Yeah, no, you're right. I'll just have to explain to my letterer what I wanted to do. That he is allowed to cover up precious artwork. Oh, is Pope Fire leaving? Oh, yes, we were about to do the vote, Pope. Sorry. You're not really getting the whole stay off the computer thing on Media Free Monday. Huh. What? Oh, so can God duplicate himself? It's an interesting question. I don't know. I do not know. I wouldn't know how to answer that anyways. Can God duplicate himself? I suppose he... No, I wouldn't want to say if he could. Right. Yeah, I wouldn't see the necessity of it. Yeah, when you're omnipresent and omnipotent, then what would the point of duplicating yourself be? Two of you being omnipresent and omnipotent at the same time doesn't really add anything to omnipresence or omnipotence. A Logan story like Lone Star. Oh, a Logan-like story for Lone Star set in a Mad Max-like future. Hey Mike, how can I still back this Lone Star book? I missed out on the IndieGoGo and want to support. No, you did not miss out on the IndieGoGo. You missed out on the campaign for IndieGoGo. If you go to LoneStarComic.com, the IndieGoGo is still available as an online store, which you can go and support right now. Same answer for anyone. The store isn't permanent. It will end when I go to print, in preparation for my next IndieGoGo, mostly. But it is, as of right now, still available. So please jump on over there and do your thing, chicken wing. Great question, by the way. Haha. Gilly writes comics and stuff. Mike's IndieGoGo is still available. Oh, yeah. Is that a zebra pencil? This is a Graph 600 Pentel 0.5 millimeter. Not a zebra. Oh, Deborah, Deborah, you look like a zebra. Mike should teach EVS how to drawing at the same time interacting and talking with chat. I don't know if it's teachable. I know some people can do it, some people can't. The interacting with chat part, it's a lot easier if you, if I have a question or something, again, where I can spend a couple minutes answering it, as opposed to this, where I can answer a question very quickly, and then I have to sit there and stare at the chat again. But some people can't have a hard time even talking and drawing at the same time. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a taught or a learnable skill or what. What? Please tell me what the make of nib and pen you use is. I use a Hunt Crowquill 102. The pen itself is actually not a nib holder. It is a it is a 2 millimeter burnisher holder. So I don't know where those little burnisher tips are. Is that it? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it holds a little, burnisher for freaking, I don't know what the hell they use them for. But it fits the same as the 102, so that's what I use for inking. I think this is slowing Mike way down, interacting with us while he's drawing. It's great for us. Well, I'm just here for the super chats, guys. I'm a mercenary. Which is obviously a lie, because I've only gotten $4 with super chats this whole time. I am here to try to ingratiate myself with you so you will all buy my silly comic books when the time is right. No, that's what it is. It's building a community. It's building a community. I think it's a great way for fans to interact with creators. So. You get a little one-on-one time with me. Right? Right. Do you ever plan on making a Game of Thrones style comic? You mean my own fantasy epic? Ever? I don't know. I had one called Pangea a long time ago. I probably came up with it in 1998, 1999. And it was about a dude who his son, was his son? Yeah, it was his son. He hears this noise, right, in his son's bedroom. His son's just a toddler, right, a little baby. And he hears a noise. He goes into his son's bedroom, and he sees a little like goblin type creature like running into the closet with his son, and he like freaks out and he chases him, and he ends up in this other world. What? What, Elijah? The boy with the blue. Oh, no, that's a different one. The boy with his a boy in his blanket. That's a different story. Oh man, I forgot about that story. That's a great story. So yeah, so in this story, gosh, I don't know if I should give away storylines. Oh, just chatting. No, probably not. Make them pay $20 to hear it. Labyrinth. I hate to admit it, but I've never seen Labyrinth.
I don't like that movie. It's kind of the old movies with like puppets and stuff.
Yeah.
Me out. Like the Crystal movie.
Dark Crystal? Dark Crystal's great.
That creeps me out.
Discount Narnia. Discount Narnia? Why would it be discount? It's kind of how you get there and why the kid's being kidnapped, or why kids are being kidnapped, so to speak. And how the whole world works. Yeah, maybe I'll dig it up someday. But it's one of those long, epic fantasy things, so yeah. I don't know if I'll ever get around to it.
Unless you start another.
Well, then I'd still have to write it and draw it and all that stuff, and it wouldn't fit in. Actually, maybe it would fit into the Blacklist universe. I'd have to think about that. Hey. Wonderful.
I can make anything fit into.
Is that eraser a Stedler? It's the same rubber. Oh, you mean this one? Or this one? This one is, I think it's the same, feels like the same rubber. And it erases like the same rubber, which is more important. But yeah, this one is a Stedler. Or a Stedler, depending on how you pronounce it. Okay, let's see. Let's put the wall right here. Wall. The wall, trash cans. Family Man. Awesome. What? Family Man. Child Central. Wardrobe portal. Well, it's not a wardrobe. They just happen to be. The portal happens to be in the closet. Doesn't really matter where the portal is. That's not the point of it. The portal is a temporary opening, anyway. So it's just like it's open so that the characters. See, what happens in this world is they steal babies because they can't create souls, but they create creatures. And so what they do is they steal the souls of the babies and implant them into the creatures. So that these golems, if you want to call them that, the quote-unquote doctors in this world, require souls in order to live, and so they steal the souls from the babies, and then the baby bodies become these soulless things, and it's kind of creepy. but fun at the same time. Because he's trying to navigate this weird fantasy world, and he's from our world. And you know, he's a grown man. He's not like some kid lost in another world. So he's trying to work things out. Think more along the lines of maybe like a Yankee in King Arthur's court, but with more fantasy elements. An evil version of Narnia. Please explain the zombies when Jesus died. Well, they weren't zombies because zombies don't have souls. They were.
What do you mean zombies not?
Zombies don't have souls. Sorry.
Are you a zombie? No. How do you? Because like, does a person in coma have a soul?
Why not?
Zombie not have a soul.
Because the undead.
Stereotyping not have souls.
None of these are popping up, are they? Well, settings?
What?
Let me see. Settings.
Subscribe.
Just what I love in my comics. Bold.
Maybe I can make some cards.
Baby soul stealing stuff. Yeah, baby soul stealing stuff. Alright, output. Show stream. Source alignment, snapping, projectors, system tray.
That's not gonna work.
What should I be looking at?
Go to settings.
Huh?
Click OK. Click on chat alerts.
Where's chat alerts?
That highlighted thing.
Oh, this? Oh, this?
Yeah,
Right click it. So, control. Properties.
Can you copy the link I gave you?
Seriously? I do want to see the chats. Oh, so you think the chat was done? Oh. A new link or the same link?
Same link. Like refresh it, basically.
Sorry, we're going through slight boomer training.
Could I?
Oh my gosh, why isn't this opening?
Could I like make some cards to advertise my webcomic?
Oh shoot, I don't know if we have time for that. We leave Wednesday, dude.
I know. So, can you print it tomorrow?
Possibly, but then someone has to go get them.
I have to go.
You have to go what? It's in Al Cajon. Where's your dance? It's in the complete opposite direction. Not all gingers are zombies. Alright, let me find this again. Sorry, my computer's so bloody slow. Mike would be doing skateboard graphics. He has done some awesome stuff there. Oh, if I wasn't doing comic books, no, I would have. If I wasn't doing comic books, I would have bulldozed my way into doing storyboards. Or writing screenplays. Actually, I'd probably be writing if I couldn't do art. Where are you going? New York Comic Con? Yes, Dennis. New York Comic Con.
It's Denice.
This is so bloody slow. It's killing me. What the heck?
His name is Denice.
Please don't call me. I travel through an area of high boom. Keep your seatbelts on. Seated. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. I could also be a sushi chef. My mom used to own some sushi restaurants, and I could have gone and done that instead.
So there's no way I can print something.
Nick asks, why don't artists also color instead of handing their drawings off to a colorist or inker? I love doing both. Time.
They're lazy.
Time.
They're all lazy artists.
Comic books have traditionally been,
Been done.
you know, on a schedule. So that means they're trying to get comics out very quickly. And honestly, gosh, it may go even further back than that now that I think about it, because back in the old days, an artist couldn't just color their own stuff, because colors were done via separations, which is, an artist might do color guides, but the person actually doing the coloring itself would be a person like cutting out film and color screens and whatnot, overlaying them for the 4-color process before Photoshop. And then when Photoshop came into play, why doesn't this freaking open? Just open, bloody thing. When Photoshop came into play, there were color houses, so they may have already been in that mindset of coloring is a separate operation from anything else, and that might have just been the groove that got stuck. But technically, it just makes more sense to have someone else color a project when it's on a monthly deadline. These freaking bugs all over my desk. What the heck? So that's why. Like, I was coloring my own Game of Thrones covers for a while, and then I got to one cover I did. So I spent 20 hours coloring this bloody thing. So I was like, I am wasting my time, because I was only getting $100 to color it. And so I was like, I'm wasting my time with this. It makes 0 sense for me to be coloring financially or even artistically, because I knew I could get a colorist as competent or even better than I was at Photoshop to do the job for me and save me a lot of time and aggravation. So that's what I did. That is what I did. So now I color occasionally, but I don't make a habit of it. Jojo, don't bang that. So this is where my brain shuts down and I'm trying to think while I'm drawing. Well, trying to make stuff make sense. Alright. Coloring is seriously difficult, absolutely an underrated task. It is difficult. It is time-consuming, most of all.
Oh my god!
And so I've never focused on it as as much as I have penciling and inking. So while I can color, it is not my forte. If I want the book to look as good as possible, then I hire someone who is expert at it. Tee-hee. I don't appreciate the time it takes, I guess. Just not aware. Well, like I said, it's not my forte in the sense that I don't do it quickly. There are, like my colorist, John Barry, and he can color stuff so much faster than I can and better than I can. So really, where's the motivation for me to spend that kind of time and effort? It just doesn't make sense logically. So logically, she's a witch. do this. Maybe I'll just do sort of a hatched out tree in the back right here. Hatch. And then that's 6 times the light here. So logically, EDS says no one can meme Malin. I think it's the Squadron's duty to come up with something. Oh my gosh. I'm doing all this effort to try to... Buddy, bug again. Okay, Streamlabs. Come on. Alright, where am I at? OBS. You are... That is the URL, I think. HTTPS. Okay.
Whoa, what did I just
Chat
do?
alerts. Alright, we'll see if that works on the super chats pop up. If not, sorry. I think this also side
Can't
needs...
always get what you
You
want.
cannot indeed always get what you want. Is Molly cooking something? It smells like something's getting cooked. Can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, just might find get what you need. By the way, Mike, you got your own favorite inker? I am my own favorite inker. Yeah, I've never been entirely 100% happy with anybody inking me. Actually, honestly, not even myself. But the person who got closest to what I think I would have done is Rick Ketchum. But unfortunately, Rick has passed away a few years back. So, because I generally like to use a cross between brush and quill. It would be interesting to see Art inking me, but yeah, I ink myself, so no need. Art's got his own book to do. But I imagine he would have come pretty close to my sensibilities. Is inking going over the lines with black? In a very simplistic sense, yes. I mean, like here, I'm not doing super tight finished pencils. So what I'm doing when I'm inking is tightening up everything that I've drawn in, yes, black. Racist. Did I just assume my ink color?
We go over this entirely. Let's see
And now for something completely different. Pussy. My wanted to get Aunt Malin has nothing to do with him shutting me down when I shill for someone. Okay. My potato can't handle it anymore. She's gonna crash. What? Yeah, she crashed yesterday in the middle of, or not yesterday, but Saturday in the middle of the stream. That was embarrassing. I'm embarrassing. I am an embarrassment too.
apparently not, because you can never find any embarrassing stories.
Of me? Embarrassing stories of me? Where would you find them? Where have you been looking?
No, because whenever we go on, it's like, that's embarrassing stories. It's like, I have
Well, why would I tell you my embarrassing stories? Or do they mean like things you've witnessed?
Yeah.
Like, there was this one time my dad, he was playing with the, cutting up some stuff and he chopped the fingertip off with the...
It took my husband.
I feel like someone asked Zero something. It's a matter of time. Potato PC wanting Son of Albion by Stephen Lawhead. Is inking going on? Oh gosh, is that the last question? Here's just impressive things. I hate many things on this channel. If anyone saw Scott Williams' own pencil art, it almost looks almost like Jim Lee art style. Does it really? I don't think I've ever seen. Here, you guys,
Oh my gosh.
stare at this for a little bit. I gotta run, grab something to put in my mouth.
What is this? What's up? Let's do this.
Have you ever posed that pony? I don't have a ponytail. Yeah. No, it's not a sentient being. If it was, it'd be screaming in agony every single time you cut part of it off. What else got one of those I don't like these comments. Say something interesting, guys. Who's gonna go to New York Comic Con? Anyone here? Oh my gosh, the lag on this. Uh-oh, Skid. Thank you. Thank you for the uh-oh. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, this camera's so tiny. I think I have seen this ponytail get stuck in things. I've seen it get stuck in the hands of my little brothers when he pulls it.
Why didn't you just ask?
Yep, your dad improvised. He's improved. What? This grammar, sir. You should help your dad improve his screaming. Do you draw like Pops? No, I do not. What do I want to be? What's the... Okay, so the Lone Star game. Let's just say that I am inexperienced. I do not have enough experience. It's a lot of work.
Are you entertaining people?
Yes. He's going to Hawaii. Alright, well, we need to figure out dinner, so I need to end the stream anyways. Huh? Was he trying to get you to go to Bud the Spud? Alright, well, thanks everybody. I'll be inking that later tonight.
On the Aloha Hour.
On the Aloha Hour. I probably will be. I'll probably be working during that. Otherwise, thanks for being here. Do like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And again, sign up for my mailing list if you have not already. And check out LoneStarComic.com. Lone Star is still available for those of you who may be confused. The IndieGoGo shut down as... Okay, the IndieGoGo campaign shut down and then went directly into a store. The store is available until I go to print. So I am on page 47. So, yeah. There's only 48 pages. It won't be long. Thanks for coming by. Sorry I didn't get to start inking, but we do have to feed the troops. Oh, I'm still recording. Bye!
You're recording that. Are you recording and streaming at the same time?
Oh, no. Oh, I started recording for a second. I'm still on. Boomer.